Day 158. Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgan 111, and welcome back to Blueprints. In the interest in moving things along, I'm going to try to chop up the episode and only show you interesting bits. I think I have made at least a little bit of progress offline since the previous episode, but I will bring you back in as I am able to apply any of that knowledge or if anything else interesting happens. And I just want to observe the difference in terms of how the shrine looks when you just draft it as the shrine in terms of the thing that's behind this guy. Alright, I managed to get the trophy room on rank 8. So there should be a blue memo in here that I have not found. So if I were a blue memo, I feel like it would stick out in this room. I feel like it wouldn't be on the trophy wall. So if I were a blue memo, where would I be hiding? Probably on the back of the globe? Nope. Probably behind wild cats? Nope. On this wall? Can I reach this wall? Yes, but it's not there. Aha, there it is, underneath the rug under the chair. There were a total of 8 gems removed from the ruby crown of Orinda Ares. Okay, and 2 of them had reportedly surfaced in Courtney's note to Herbert. I'm not sure what to make of that information, but now we have it. So I just drafted the boudoir. I think, yeah, there was a patch today. I recorded the previous episode also today, and so I'm expecting it's the patch that's made it so that safes stay open, which is pretty convenient. I don't have to type in the codes over and over again, so I appreciate that. Today in the treasure trove, we have white flames, and our note reads, "The Baron began and ended his travels in the same realm." Yes. I got some redraws, so let's see if we can get the kennel or the utility closet. Here's the utility closet. It would just knock it out so I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I think I will take this so we can get its blue memo. Always making progress. Do I think the blue memo might be behind the box? Because it doesn't appear to be in here. It might be I have to open up the VAC indicators, but before I spend the time doing that, let's just do a more careful look around the room as it stands. There are not many places to hide a memo in here. And at long last, I solved this again. It's been a long time, but presumably our blue memo card will be back here. Yeah. DC Power's designs for the VAC controls were partly inspired by the gift they received from their client, an original Mora Jai box. Okay, it is a puzzle along those lines, and I don't think that this is from their client. I mean, I guess that's Herbert gave them a gift of a Mora Jai box, and that's how they designed the controls. I don't think that that was useful for me making any progress, but now it's done. Well, I've drafted just about everything I can. Here's the casino. Just for fun, let's wager 100 and just see what happens. Nothing. That was a perplexing shopping center. Let's go again. Here's another treasure trove box with the black moon. Inside, we discover Nuance is known to be a peaceful realm. False. I have an experiment going where if I look at my map, I lose 10 steps. I think this kennel's on rank 8. And so we're going to step inside and hope that I am correct and go looking for a blue memo. There's the cat. Do not open the map. Alright, so we got doggies. We got doggies. We have no doggy in here. Over here, we have dig spots. Got doggy eating out of the food bowl over there. Aha, I see it. Sinclair's 4 canine companions are named Carter, Thoughtless, Hot Sauce, and Drawbridge. I don't think that's going to be important, but it's nice information to know, so hooray. Also, this does confirm that I'm on rank 8, so this will be rank 9 up in the corner, and I might be able to get, like, Conservatory or something. I have a bunch of redraws because I have gems from the study as well as a bunch of dice. And the solarium? Well, what I need right now, actually, is I need some food. And so in the corner, I could draft the kitchen, which would be tremendously helpful, or I could draft the armory now. Let's take the armory now and purchase my usual things, and then we'll try to draft the dining room or the kitchen in the next little bit. And oh, I've used up all the morning stars, I imagine. No, I already have a morning star in my inventory, I remember. It got held by the moon pendant. Let's not look in my inventory because that would instantly end the run. And here's the kitchen. Okay, I didn't even have to redraw. So, kitchen. Let's purchase all the foods. Club sandwich, yes please. Tomato soup is worth something because I have at least an aquarium. I don't think I have any other red rooms. And so I might try to wait one draw, because if I got, like, Cloister of Draxus or something, I could use it to my advantage and make the tomato soup worth more. I think that seems reasonable. And, okay, so I pulled the kennel out, so there's only a few blue rooms that I am missing that remain. Gallery, planetarium, and mechanarium are the things that would really help. So let's redraw. If I see Cloister of Draxus, I'll also take it, because it'll just give me a bunch more redraws. And I am interested in closed exhibit for other reasons, but not right now. Okay, Cloister of Draxus I'm going to go ahead and take, because I think I can still draft to the south. Actually, I'm going to spend one of my map books. Oh, I'm glad that I did, because I won't be able to draft to the south to get any bonuses. Okay, so in that case, I just want to take the office and then start drafting off of here and try to get the gallery or the planetarium in order to get some more memos. Okay, sounds good. And presumably, yes, this is open as well. So that was obviously just a change from the patch. Okay, time to do a bunch of redraws. I have a key card, and I can't remember if I opened the south antechamber door. Okay, I did not, but I just wanted to check that out. There's probably a coin right here. And then we can just keep on redrawing from... Oh no, I don't have a key card! I misremembered, and I just screwed myself over. So, do I have anywhere else to draft? I do, from a passageway over there. I see the path, I'm memorizing the path in my head. I'm running very low on steps, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do anything useful at this point. Kind of need to go straight through. There could be an apple in the classroom, which would give me a few more steps. There is an apple, and I don't think they taste better today, so that's only 2 steps. So that was... Oh, and it's blocked off. Oops. Well, in that case, let's get one more observatory star by doing this and triggering the experiment. And apparently I'm calling it a day in the classroom. Alright, back to the drawing board. That was a garden shopping center. Today's treasure trove is a blue moon. Oh, but I don't have keys. Oops. Let's try this again. Handwritten red. The sacred. How is not technically on the how? Or is that you? Or hour. Okay, the sacred hour is not technically on the hour. Yes, the sacred hour is 1:30. Okay, I understand. Also, cursive. Why does it exist? It's been a while, so let's click on this and see what it says. Add a word to Spiral Stars, then gain 1 key and 1 gem for each rank reach. Then lose 3 steps, for each something. Okay, so that losing 3 steps bit might be dangerous. But I'll be curious to see where that eventually ends. And interestingly, the Drafting Studio one is not open. You actually have to click on it here, and then what was it, 1208? So unlike the other safes, this one's still... I thought that was 12... No, it's 1108, because it's November is on the calendar, and there's 8 gates. Okay. I was curious about that, but I guess I don't really need to reread this note right now. I've already gone through the Great Hall, so continuing onwards. Okay, this is a little bit of a conundrum. The freezer is somewhere that I need a blue memo, but I can easily imagine that I might end up needing the furnace in order to get it. And I don't have an easy way to get the furnace right now. It feels like almost certainly it would be hidden behind getting the furnace, and if I do, that would cut off the entire run. So I think I prefer to keep redrawing, because I still have a bunch of redraws, but I need to add that to my list, because I had not written that down somehow. Hey, here's a rank 8 planetarium. Great. I do not have the planetarium blue memo note, so let's go find it. If I were a memo, where would I be? I'd be sitting right here! The Inkwell is not the largest constellation. Yes, I have one that's much larger at this point, that we're trying to work on what all it's eventually going to say. But now we know. And once upon a time, we saw all of this. New constellation at 50, another new constellation at 100. And it just keeps going. Really hoping for the gallery now here on rank 8. I'm just about to run out of rerolls, and the Dovecote has appeared. And so let's take one more stab at trying to find the dumb blue memo in here. I have a very methodical approach I plan to use. I see it. Wow. 3 members of the Sinclair family have attended school overseas in Costa Rica. We know that Mary went off to school. Herbert obviously did. And I'm not sure who else. And then I'm going to choose to call it a day in the closed exhibit so that there will be security doors in the outdoor room. And I guess I'm going to have to get a security card, or I guess security and the utility box would probably do it. But I really want to see what it looks like to open security doors there. Probably nothing different, but I have to know. I have a magnifying glass, and I drafted the mailroom, and so I care about nothing else this time. We are going to do the thing. So, first off, you'll recall that there were lots of envelopes in here, and we could magnify the stamps and get a better look at them and get them collected in our little book. If we go to this one, we can even magnify its stamp, and everything seems normal and fine. But if we go to the next page, and then we magnify, look what happens over here. So, this is something different. And furthermore, I'm fairly certain that that shape is a shape that I saw in the first Alzara vision. And once I thought of that, I looked at the colors that are on the edge of the envelope. And they are red and this pale bluish gray and white, kind of like all alternating about. And video editing, Brian, make sure to edit in the Alzara booth or whatever in the rumpus room. It has those same colors. Now, admittedly, all of the envelopes here have those same colors on the outside. But this in particular, Dad was talking about writing to us like while we were getting packed and talking to us. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. And so it's almost like he's talking about the future and the present at the same time or something, kind of like Alzara does. It's also the case, video editing, Brian, come back, that Alzara has a beard and our father has a beard, and we know very little about him. I don't think they're like the same person necessarily, but there is definitely some Alzara magic happening with this particular note. I guess I should definitely magnify the entire thing very carefully, and maybe I'll spend a bit of time while I'm here with the magnifying glass going over like all the notes. But yeah, no matter what page of the letter we're on, it seems to be the case that when it's magnified, we see through the Fen Ares stamp and instead see this magical Alzara stamp, which I think was part of the vision that related to like the door we would never find. Like, could there be a door here in the mailroom, possibly? Or something? I don't know what to make of it, but I saw someone else see that on camera, and so I had to show you guys on camera. And it'll take a while, but I'm just going to make sure there's no other funny business. Now, this I still don't know the answer to. There is a safe on rank 10 as I'm going through all the mail. I haven't gotten a blue memo that tells me whether or not that is true or false. So that is still an outstanding mystery, I suppose. But no other funny business was detected with the magnifying glass. Hey, I got a key card, which means I can do the experiment outside. Just need to make sure I don't run out of steps. It's a risk, but I actually have 4 or 5 mechanical rooms, so I'm going to try the mechanarium here and see if we get lucky enough to get the door that's going to give us the blue memo. I think I've opened this one before. It's just got the lever, which could come in handy today yet. And then I also got another diagonal over here, and I don't think I've seen behind here yet on rank 8. Silver key, that could still be useful for me. So I will take it. Oh wow! I have an electromagnet that I made, and all that money just got sucked up really fast. That was actually really cool. So we've got a blue moon today in the treasure trove. I'm very low on keys, but let's see what we discover. The power must shift to perform the ritual of castling. Okay, that sounds very interesting. I don't immediately know what that means, but obviously I'm trying to do the thing with the chessboard and castling, and so power must shift will give me some more to stew about. So that's great. And then I'm still looking for the gallery and the freezer on this run. So let's see if we can draft the gallery over here. And my special keys I don't think will help me. Although, a room with many doors. Hold on. It'll just end up giving me the archives and all kinds of stuff like that. So I think I'll just use possibly my last key here and see if we can redraw a bunch of times and possibly get the gallery. And if the freezer comes up, I guess it's okay for me to take it because I can still do my experiment outside afterwards as well. So yeah, gallery or freezer is what we're looking for. Now it occurs to me I could take the spare servant's quarters and basically still have the same odds but with one fewer thing in the pool right now, and that'll actually give me the keys that I need to keep drafting. So yeah, let's do that. We suck up a bunch of keys immediately. And now, once again, I will use a normal key and keep spending my redraws. I can't do it again because in order to get the gallery, it's a straight through room, and so it needs something on the other side. And once I run out of redraws, I think we're done. I guess I can take the Cloister of Draxus and then have a few shots at the freezer. Yeah, that actually sounds great. So first I should draft the room to the north. Over here to get stuff out of the pool. And actually the study will give me even more redraws. It'll take steps and I don't think I need it. So now I'm going for all out on the freezer unless I happen to get the kitchen, which would help me buy some food to make sure I can get outside and do my thing I want to do over there. I think that sounds correct. I did want to experiment with the electromagnet in the wine cellar, but now that we've got the notepads, so I found a way to break up the Roman numerals on the family emblem thing or whatever so that its numeric core was 8, and it said it was unlocked by the sum of the digits. And so I believe what it's telling me is I need to bring key 8 from the gallery into the wine cellar, and it's going to unlock something. So that's what I'm hoping to do. So I guess I've spilled the beans on that, but hopefully we'll get lucky. And in the meantime, show me a freezer. The very rare freezer did not come up. And I don't think I really care about any of these, so I'll just throw down the terrace for fun. And it does give me more gems, so I get one more chance to reroll a few times to try to get the freezer over on the other end of the house. No freezer has appeared, but at least here's some food. And I managed to get the conservatory in the corner, so that's always worth a look in my book. And so to finish things off, closed exhibit. How do security doors work in this place? They don't. So they just got completely replaced by the rubble. Okay. Well, I learned something mostly to satisfy my own curiosity, I suppose. But that's cool. This appears to be the same. And the crown appears to be the same as far as I can tell. Well, now that we have witnessed the mysterious Alzara, possibly related stamp, together in the mailroom, I will spend some time noodling on it on my own time to see what I can come up with. But in the meantime, I'll say that I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more blueprints. For now, bye-bye from a garden house of cogs.